into the body, good way, grounded, regulated, peaceful, present, intentional. Good things to be that I'm still learning how to do. When I record myself, I notice something shift in me, and there's this extra sense of critique that comes up, or awareness of self and what I'm saying and doing, because I know that it's being documented and it's solidified a little more. And sometimes in my day-to-day, I think a lot about things, but it's a different, I'm in more in the moment, just on the spot. I don't have as much anxiety as when I am recording. And so I'm talking through that and being honest, because I don't feel comfortable in front of being recording myself yet. So this is still new. Like I've been practicing and testing in some time, and maybe yeah, it's part of the whole thing is what whole thing am I talking about? Of showing up and coming into the world. So there's going to be anxiety, there's going to be fears, and what am I doing with that fear and anxiety? And so recognizing it, awareness of it, and then how can I work through that anxiety? What is that anxiety? Do I even need to know what it is or where it comes from? Because I do find myself wanting to explain myself, and I've had people recently be like, you don't need to explain yourself. But I feel like I do all the time. Like I feel like I just really want to be understood for my intention, whatever it is inside of me, and not just what it seems, I guess. Because maybe I'm overthinking that what it seems is different than what it is, and blah, 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 blah. There's so many things going on inside of this brain right here. And in every brain out in the world, there's a lot going on inside of each and every one of us, and in the world at large, and beyond this world, the universe, the ever-expanding creation of all the things, all the different versions, and it's like a fractal expanding out kind of. There's many different ways to exist and be and whatever. It all is, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. That's what I'll tell you what. I do know that much. I can't solidify anything for certain, except for the fact that it's infinite. And so with perspective, there's so many different ways to look at things. And so in a moment when I'm trying to define something, I know that it's not the full thing, because I only have a sliver of information, or not sliver, I have some sort of information, and with that information I can create some sort of thought or belief or perspective or whatever. But if I had more information, my perspective and my thoughts and beliefs would be different. And not just me, but any of us, like any people's human stuff. I feel like it is getting harder and harder to be, I shouldn't say that. It's not getting harder and harder to be human. It's getting easier over time, but it's definitely a strange phenomena being a human in a human body, and having like this hard drive computer subconscious thing up here, and then having like a heart and a spirit and something that is beyond my mental understanding, but I can feel it, and the words for it come sometimes and flow, but in general I can't really define what it is. Everyone has their own unique essence and beingness, a part of this larger thing, this bigger whole. At least that's how I like to look at it. So once again, I can't define it. It's like, even that's what, when I speak, it's funny, because I know that I'm limited, but at the same time I am unlimited, and I need to trust my unique essence and perspective and voice amidst all of them, and just be myself, not without all of the fears and anxieties and worries. But okay, so how do we work through those things? Okay, well, should we full circle go back? Awareness, or acknowledging, having the awareness. There you go. First step. Boom. That is a great place to be. Yes. Okay. And from there, it's being in tune with the body, listening in. Where am I feeling these feelings? What do they feel like? What is this sensation? For me, it's like this tightness in my chest. I get this like, and it just feels like kind of like up in my brain. So I find, like moving, breathing, there's many different things to regulate the nervous system and to find ease with something. Getting a phone call, but I'll finish this thought and I do have to call back to this person. Regulating the nervous system, getting into the body, listening inward, putting all the pieces together, mind, body, spirit, really just honing in on like zooming into self, individual awareness of what is going on in the mind, feelings, heart, sensations, body. So that's where I'm going to close this out and also begin a new journey of documenting my thoughts and feelings to share myself and show up into the world and stop hiding away in my cave, because I have so many things I want to share and I have a lot I want to say, but I have these competing things inside of me too that feel like this pressure to this push. It feels like I want to hide, like I don't want to put myself out there because it feels scary to be vulnerable. It feels scary to be vulnerable, but maybe it doesn't need to be if I can just make it fun and be in my body in a good way and enjoy myself while I'm doing it and get out of my head so much and being so critical and harsh to me. Just learn to really love that, all layers of myself, all the parts and pieces, especially my inner child, and really giving her attention and listening to her, and then the responsible adult caretaker of this child. So thank you for listening and for being on your path and loving yourself, honoring yourself, and all that jazz, all the things that you're doing, whatever it is that makes you happy and lights you up and brings you joy. Just doing those things is enough. It doesn't need to be shared, it doesn't need to be perfect, it doesn't need to be monetized. It's just doing things that make you happy. That's so good and so important. So I really invite you to do those things that you loved when you were a kid, and remember, just for fun, just do it. It doesn't need to be, it can just be whatever it is. So, until next time, Goddess Speed. I was going to say Godspeed. It's like Godspeed, Goddess Speed, speed of light, sound. Okay, all right.